Hi, I'm Kelly with Usborne Books, and today I'm going to show you some great tools to help your child learn to read. First up is our My Very First Reading Library. It comes with 50 books. There's also a QR code on the top that you can scan to get the parent's guide on how to teach your child to read. So how this works is there are 13 books that are the part of the very first reading library, and they are like Double Trouble is one of the stories. It'll show you at the front how to do it. You will read the left side, and then your child will read the right side of every page. So here you're reading, here's a twin and here's his brother, and then your child will read, I am Dan. And of course, at first you're going to have to help them learn that, but before long they will memorize it, and memorization is part of learning to read. So then you'll turn the next page, and you'll read the words over there, and then they'll read, Dan, Dan, I am Sid. So how this works is every book works on different phenoms, and as you get into the book, the different levels, it gets harder and harder and harder, and then halfway through the 13 book series, they will start to be reading on their own, and then the supplemental books just get a little harder as you go along. So this is a great way. I love the dual reading of you reading and then your child reading just the small, easy words. This is a great way to help your child learn to read. Another option we have with Usborne is our phonics stories. We have individual, let me move this over here. We have individual stories just like this. This is Hen's Pens, and all of these stories have fairly simple words, and they all rhyme, so kids love the rhyming. And then, of course, every page also has a little duck hidden on it, and kids love looking for the little duck. Very cute little stories. These books helped my son learn to read. We used the My First Reading Library, and then we also used our phonics readers, and my son was reading before he was 5. We also have Ted and Friends. Now this is a combined volume of 12 of our stories. So Hen's Pens is one of the stories that's inside of Ted and Friends. There's also a CD, and then here's the listing of all the stories that are included in Ted and Friends. This is a great book. This is what my son used the most. It has a lot of our easier stories, so like Ted in a Red Bed and Big Pig on a Dig. Obviously those are very 3-letter words. They're very easy for kids to learn and memorize. But we also do have 2 more combined volumes. We have Cow Takes a Bow and Raccoon on the Moon. Both of these are also our phonics books, and they are also combined volumes. These both have 6 stories in them each, but there is no CD. I highly recommend Ted and Friends as the beginner level because it does have a lot of the easier words in it, whereas when you get to Raccoon on the Moon, obviously you can tell just by the title that raccoon is a lot harder word to say than Ted in his red bed. If you want to see what the stories are in here, here is a listing of the stories that are inside of Raccoon on the Moon. Again, like I said, 6 stories. And Cow Takes a Bow has these 6 stories. So lots of options to help your child learn to read. If you need any help with them, just let me know. Thanks so much. Happy reading.